Hi friends, if you're a woman over 50 and trying to stay strong and lean and have energy, you've probably heard about fasted workouts. You know, wake up, don't eat, maybe have a cup of coffee, hit the gym or the trail, and work out and burn more fat. But what if that's actually making it harder for us to lose weight and feel good? In today's video, I'm diving into why fasted workouts might not be advantageous for our stage of life and what I've started doing instead that's made a huge difference. I'm Wendy Kohlmeyer, and I have been using intermittent fasting for a couple of years. I used to wake up, grab a cup of coffee, head towards Orange Theory Fitness, and do a really hard cardio workout in my 50s and without any type of food beforehand. But instead of more energy and fat loss, I hit a wall and plateaued. So I have stayed intermittent fasting for the duration for the past couple of years, and I got used to it. So my fasting window was between 10 a.m. or when I ate was between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and I fasted the rest of the time. And so while that was good, I wasn't experiencing any results from it, except I was probably grouchier at my husband and kind of hungry, starving by 10 a.m. So I did some research and came upon a lot of different studies about women in their 50s going through perimenopause or menopause, 50s, 60s, 70s, and why it's not such a great idea for women to do intermittent fasting before working out. Fasted exercise means working out on an empty stomach. It became popular in the fitness world as a way to burn more fat. The idea is that without food, your body taps into stored fat for energy. But here's the thing, most of that research was done on young men and not women in their 50s or 60s. Our hormones, metabolism, and muscle mass needs are very different, especially after 50. After menopause, estrogen and progesterone levels drop. These hormones used to protect our muscles and help regulate blood sugar and stress. Now, cortisol, our stress hormone, can dominate, especially in the morning. If we exercise fasted, we spike cortisol even more. That can cause muscle breakdown, make us hold on to belly fat, and mess with our energy for the rest of the day. We already naturally lose muscle as we age, up to 1% a year past 50. If we're not actively building it, fasted workouts, especially cardio, can make this worse, and without muscle, our metabolism slows down, making fat loss even harder. So if your goal is long-term fat loss and strength, protecting muscle should be a top priority. When estrogen declines during and after menopause, our insulin sensitivity drops as well, making it easier to store fat and harder to burn it. If we start the day with carbs alone or skip breakfast, cortisol stays high. That leads to crashes, cravings, and storing more fat, especially around the belly. But starting with protein helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and keep you fuller longer. So what I started doing, I listened to the Mel Robbins podcast, and she had an exercise physiologist, Dr. Sims, on, who broke this all down for me. And it was like this light bulb went off, right? And the exercise physiologist said that you should try and get about 30 grams of protein before you go walking or working out, first thing in the morning, like whenever you get up. Well, I've gotten used to not eating as soon as I get up, so I like to have my coffee with a little splash of coconut milk in it and just kind of ease into my day. I'm not the best morning person. So I do that, and then I go get ready to work out in the gym or go take a 5-mile walk. And what I do is I make a protein shake, which is what this doctor recommended. And so it's not just a protein shake, it's 20 to 30 grams of protein. So what I do is I put coconut milk and mix it with some water, but mostly coconut milk. And then I put in a scoop of my protein powder, which is 20 grams of protein, and then an additional scoop, a half scoop of really good pea protein. And the pea protein is 24 grams per scoop. So I'm getting another 12 grams in there. So that's 32 grams plus. I also take my superfoods, then I put that in my shake, and that is that just kind of gets my vitamins going for the day. But anyway, I just drink that down and I feel good. And so I can go work out, but honestly, it keeps me in a better mood for the rest of the day. And so when you're in your 50s and 60s, you get kind of grumpy. I don't know, the lack of a better word, but grumpy during the day. And I think that has changed things for me because I feel like I am just a nicer person in the morning, especially because, like I said, mornings don't work for me. But other things that you can do besides having a protein shake, you could make an egg with some avocado toast, something like that, or a half a banana with some almond butter on it. Just something light. You can even take your shake if you don't want to drink that much. You can take your shake, drink half of it before your walk, and then finish the other half after your walk. You can have some Greek yogurt with berries, and that's a good source of protein as well. And a lot of people like cottage cheese. I don't eat cottage cheese. I'm vegetarian. But anyway, what you want to aim for is 25 to 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning. Now, after I stopped doing this, after a couple weeks for it to kick in, so those mid-morning snack cravings pretty much stopped for me. And I had more strength during my workout, and I started seeing the scale move in the right direction. Always good. And, I was just fueling my body properly. Now, where this would work for people is people in their 20s and 30s can do this. And like I said before, the studies done on intermittent fasting were done on young men. So men have a completely different physiology than women, and kids in their 20s and 30s can pretty much embrace that and do their thing. But once you get past that, so even women in their 40s, but this video is specifically catered if you're over 50. So when we eat protein early, we trigger something called muscle protein synthesis. That's what builds and protects your muscle. And the more muscle you have, the more fat you burn, even at rest. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. If you're new to eating protein in the morning, here's how to start. Prep the night before. Hard-boiled eggs, shake ingredients, put it in your fridge, ready to go so you don't have to think about it first thing in the morning, because I know I don't want to think about it first thing in the morning. Keep it simple. Not every meal has to be a masterpiece. Use supplements if needed, and a high-quality protein powder is a must. I will link my protein powders that I use in the description of the video. So you can order those on Amazon if you want, but I will link those there. And track your intake at first, but shoot for 30 grams. And it's the consistency that matters. So you don't want to do it one day and then forget it the next day. You want to start doing this on a regular basis for a couple weeks until your body adjusts, but then you need to keep on with it too. But try doing that and see how your body feels. I think you're going to experience some really good things by not skipping breakfast and eating first thing in the morning. So here's what I've learned. Our bodies are smarter and wiser and more sensitive now. They need support. Working out smart means fueling smart. And fasted workouts just don't make sense for women over 50. Give your body what it needs. You'll get stronger, feel better, and actually enjoy your workouts more. So if this video helped you at all, give a little subscribe and tell me what you're doing below to get your 25 to 30 grams of protein in the morning. See if this makes a difference with your workouts. I've got all kinds of other videos for you to look at, so I will see you next week.